Hey everyone, it's Malcolm, and welcome to Daily Data Drop number 13. I don't know why I did three fingers. Today I'm sharing a pretty cool trend that, if it continues, will have a massive impact on the tech and data industry. And if you like videos like this, please be sure to like and subscribe for more. I'm a new YouTuber, young channel, so I would really appreciate the support. Okay, so what the heck am I talking about? To understand what this video is about, we have to go all the way back to the mid 1960s when IBM created the first ever database. It was called the Information Management System, or IMS. So the IMS was a hierarchical database that stored information in a tree-like structure where there was one or more main branches with multiple layers of sub-branches. This type of database was limited to parent-child relationships, so about a decade later, the codicy standard for network databases came out, and rather than the parent-child relationships that were present with the hierarchical model, the network databases allowed for more complex relationships, with each record being linked to one or more other records. Unfortunately, both network and hierarchical databases led to the creation of duplicates, and they were pretty unreliable for a lot of businesses to trust for operations. So this led to the creation of the relational database, which kicked off around 1980 with the release of Oracle V2, the first release of a relational database. And these databases are highly popular and still used today in a lot of cases for structured data. A relational database is pretty simple. It's a table, simple table with columns, rows, and a record is every single row, each record being unique, and you can't find a duplicate of that in the database. And all of these tables are related to each other in some way, and hence the term relational database. Relational databases solved the issues with the network and hierarchical models because they were are highly accurate, and they prevent the creation of duplicate data. So, speeding up the timeline a little bit, around 1990, 10 years after the release of the relational database, object-oriented databases appeared. This would be Gemstone in 1986 and Versant Object Database in 1988. Up next were XML databases, which were created around the 2000s in 1998. Around 2010 were NoSQL databases, or Not Only SQL, which came out around 2009. And our final stop on this timeline is in 2019 with vector databases, which are awesome. This arrived with the open source release of Milvus Vector Database, which has amazing applications in machine learning, image, audio, and video search, and it also powers recommendation engines. That's what powers the YouTube algorithm, Facebook ads, all sorts of things. So if you caught on to the trend with the timeline, every decade since 1960, more or less, there has been the introduction of a new way to store data. Each new method either solves issues with the former methods or is applicable for an entirely new scenario. And if this trend continues, it makes sense to assume that between now and 2030, we're going to see the appearance of a completely new database architecture. And if current investments and trends have anything to say with that, it will likely either be powered by artificial intelligence or have insane applications with the training or use of AI. Anyway, that's it for today's Daily Data Drop. I hope you really enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next one.